Hello again, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Man, this is about to be a powerful episode as we have a powerful man with us who is doing great things and impact in Lincoln Parish and Ruston, the city of Ruston specifically. But before we get started, we just want to do a shout out to Origin Bank as we are here, Louisiana Catalyst Podcast, The Link, powered by Origin Bank of our season 2. And we're at their Origin Bank facility, brand new, just renovated, just opened up in downtown Ruston. And what a beautiful spot it is. If you've not had a chance to come check it out, come down to downtown Ruston. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. But I'm Duran Talley, chairman here at Louisiana Catalyst. And as always, here with our visionary, our founder, and now my brother, Mr. Quentin Derry.
How are y'all doing? Glad to be here.
Oh, man, doing good, doing good. Glad to have you as always. Thank you for all you've done to be able to continue this partnership with your employer, Origin Bank, as they support what Louisiana Catalyst.
And I'm just glad I got an office down here. Got a beautiful view behind me,
I'm trying to tell you, man. And if you guys notice the view behind us, you should see the view that's in front of me actually is even better. And that is the mayor of the town of Ruston, the city of Ruston. That is Mayor Ronny Walker. How you doing, Mayor?
I am doing fantastic. I appreciate the opportunity. And it is a beautiful downtown. And the redoing of this location, incredible. I really appreciate Origin's commitment to downtown. I started my banking life right here in this building. It looks a whole lot different today.
It looks a little different,
I guarantee you, it's fantastic.
Wow. Well, tell us that story. They say everyone has an origin story. Tell us your origin story.
Well, gosh, I started, I moved to Ruston in 81, Minister of Youth and Recreation at Temple, stayed there 10 years. Got out of youth work and went into banking with Ruston State Bank. We went through all the sales to Premier, to Bank One, all that. Went to Origin, had a great career there, and ended up at Louisiana National Bank and got ready to retire. And some of my golfing buddies talked me into running for mayor. And so,
and it stuck.
18 holes, they convinced me. So, and it's been a great run. I mean, it's a super city. I mean, we've got so many things going on here, but I tell people all the time, it's really the people. I mean, I can do things, the council can do things, but really and truly, when the people of Ruston allowed us through our Moving Ruston Forward initiative 10 years ago to pass a tax so that we could do work. We were like every other southern city. We had neglected our southern part of our city. Lots of infrastructure works throughout the city that needed to be done. And because of that tax, we told them we would do 52 different projects, over $200 million worth of infrastructure work in the next 20 years. We're halfway through. But because of that tax allowing us to go after grants, we've actually done $194 million worth of work in the last 9 years. So it's a great run, but it would not have happened without the people of Ruston seeing the vision and understanding. To have something nice, you got to put a little money into it. Look at this building.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and also I'll have to give you your flowers too, though, but you being open and innovative mixed with their willingness to create this, because not every mayor, and we know not every mayor is willing to try something different. You know what I mean? Or step out there on faith. So thank you for all you've done.
Well, I appreciate that, but it was, I think we all had a love for the city. I know our city council does. And I tell people all the time, they've got the votes. I don't have a vote. I can just bring stuff to them. But they saw the vision. The people saw the vision through our town hall meetings we had. And I think we all knew we just needed that little to really get us going. Step out and see what happens. And with Louisiana Tech, well, first with all the great businesses that we have in our city, but then you tie it to a great university, Louisiana Tech University. Then you tie it to a second university, great university in Grambling, because most of their students, most of their faculty that don't live on campus live here in Ruston. So we are truly a two-college town.
That's right. No, absolutely. And when you talk about Quentin giving you your flowers and being forward thinking, we actually had a conversation with Miss Amanda from Experience Ruston.
Oh, yeah.
And she talked about, just the forward thinking that the city has been in, the parish have been in general, but to make sure that the downtown look and feel and the culture, that it exists and that it's vibrant. What can you speak toward that?
Well, Amanda and them do a great job at the Convention and Visitors Bureau. We really appreciate their help, especially with the sports complex. But Ruston's one of the few cities, well, there's lots of cities in the state that have a Main Street director and a Main Street program. We're one of the few cities that actually funds that to the city's budget. And I did that because I feel like it's so important for us to have a thriving downtown. When I became mayor, I was a rookie mayor, so I really did a lot of research and stuff, and I started looking at what made people come to cities. What would make somebody retire, come back to our city? What would make somebody want to have a job here in Ruston or move a business here in Ruston? And I found, first and foremost, they wanted a vibrant downtown. They wanted walking trails. We had 0 walking trails. Now we've got over 30 miles.
Wow.
They wanted a really good farmer's market. I would have never thought about a farmer's market, but ours is thriving. I was just in Monroe a couple of weeks ago visiting with someone who had moved. He's a new economic development person in Monroe. And he said, this was like on a Thursday, he said, we're coming to your town Saturday. I said, really, for what? And he said, farmer's market. We hear it's the best in North Louisiana. And it really is. It's incredible, and it's mostly volunteers. So that was one of the other things. And then the last thing was they wanted recycling, curbside recycling.
Wow.
So we've added all those. And I think between all the infrastructure we've done, because if a business wants to come to Ruston or any city, you better have the infrastructure in place. So we do. We have the water, the sewer, the streets, the electrical. So they want good infrastructure to come here, and they want something for their people to do and want to come here also. And the universities, like I said, just add a little extra special. And Amanda and them help us. Amanda and Tori both do a great job of that. I want to mention, too, the police jury. We've got some new members on the police jury, and it's been amazing. All of a sudden, we're working together. 2 years ago, I guess, a year and a half ago, I guess, we went down to meet in Baton Rouge with DOTD and some other groups, and it was not just myself and maybe somebody from my office, but it was myself, someone from the office, and 2 or 3 from the police jury, and it was a team effort.
Unified.
And it's totally different. So we really appreciate those guys and what they're doing, and gals.
Right. So what do you think? Because a lot of people don't think about all the things going on and what kind of strategy. You've been like a master strategist, right? So you got think about the college is with Tech and Grambling, right?
And you got Delta.
You got Delta here, brand new campus
strong.
as well. So you've got the educational part. The Smart City Initiative, which the walking trail, people, if you've not been on the walking trail, you need to, because I'm telling you. We went and filmed out there just because how beautiful it was. But now you tie in the Smart City walkway from there straight to the campus, straight to town. And you got Buc-ee's coming in, which is going to be a whole nother development. Where do you see the city in the next 5 years? What does that look like?
Well, we went after Buc-ee's, and my staff, and they had every right to say it when they said, Mayor, there's no way we're going to get Buc-ee's. and really and truly it wasn't. I mean, we put together an incredible package that they really liked. It was very innovative, and it was different. And I think one key component of that was the reason they're coming. But it's been unbelievable, and we've been in this process now for 20 months. We still have not gotten the final letter from DOTD, but we're very, 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 very close. The city of Ruston will start our bid process as far as the roads in December. So things are moving quickly now, and we're getting close to it. But when we announced that 20 months ago, it was amazing how quickly the phone started ringing. Buc-ee's is coming. A totally different place now. I mean, it's. I had no idea there were that many followers. I mean, I almost said cult followers, but it's not. Right. But I mean, it was like Greg Hilburn told me the day we announced it. He works for Gannett and USA, all that newspaper group, and he called me about 3:30 that afternoon and said, the head guy over the whole thing had just called him and said, "You won't believe the 2 top stories in the entire network today." And Greg said, "What is it?" Well, number one, I think it was the 8th or 9th vote they were taking for the Speaker of the House. So that was number one. Number 2 was Bucky's coming to Ruston, Louisiana. And I realized, and Greg said, I had no idea how many people this would excite, but it's been crazy, and it's been a good thing for us. And there's lots of other businesses that are coming with them. I wish I could announce some other businesses, but like last week we had one that's going to, I think, make a lot of people happy. They're coming, and we've got a lot of other manufacturing, smaller and larger ones, hopefully coming. So it takes a long time to get these things done.
Yeah, when you look at North Louisiana from Shreveport to essentially Vicksburg, with 50 Cent doing what he's doing in Shreveport, you guys have what you're going on here. They just announced the data center just out on the other side of Monroe. Just talk about that energy as you all, Shreveport, Ruston, Monroe, as those metro area, leaders, areas of this metro North Louisiana, if you will. What does that do? How does that feel for you all as a leadership, as a conglomerate now?
Well, it just all works together. We all thrive off each other. I mean, we have Tom Arsenault in Shreveport, Friday Ellis in Monroe. We've all worked together, and even Mayor Franks over in Flax, I think is his name, over in Vicksburg, have worked together on the Amtrak piece. That's going to be very important for this region. I had no idea how big it was until I started talking to one of the universities, but more importantly, the Center for the Blind. People forget about the Center for the Blind, one of 3 in the entire United States, and they really are looking forward to having that Amtrak piece. It really works. It works great together. We thrive off each other, of course. The data center is over in Holly Ridge, which is a little farther out from us. I still think we'll get some benefits from it. People forget about, our local people sometimes forget about our sports complex and the fact that draws over 400,000 outside visitors to our city every year. Wow. So that's a huge draw. And now West Monroe has an indoor facility, so we're teaming with them and doing some bigger events. And we'll continue to do that kind of partnerships to try to bring more and more, not only activities, but businesses. We want to keep our small town approach, but at the same time, you've got to realize you've got to grow. If you go to any business classes anywhere in any university, they'll tell you, you're either growing or you're dying.
That's right.
It's no staying the same. So that's what we've been trying to do. And we look forward to the next, I announced the other day I'm going to run one more term. So hopefully in 2 years I'll win again and have 6 more years. I've still got some projects I want to get finished, and look forward to a lot of more growth. And even at that, we'll only be in the 16th year of our 20-year plan. Right. So there'll still be 4 years of projects to go.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons we moved and stayed in Ruston. Was it's an hour from pretty much anywhere. You know what I mean? And that's not that far. Like, no. I think when I go to big city, Houston or Dallas, like it takes an hour just to get through the city. So if I'm in Ruston and something's going on in Shreveport, boop, I'm over there in an hour. Yeah. I want to go over to Monroe, or it's less than an hour. It's not that far. So I really see this corridor really starting to come together, and it's easy to work off each other. Like I say, you're gonna, even though this over in Holly Ridge, a lot of them people may not want to live in Holly Ridge. So it's not that far to travel. An
hour drive. If they're coming from Houston or Dallas, an hour drive, but it's all interstate, they're gonna be like, sign me up. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's, we just got a great community. It pulls together. It works together. A lot of that I attribute to our city council. I hate to go back and talk about them some more, but they need to be talked about. They understand what's going on. They understand their constituents. They understand their districts. And they have really pushed and helped us to make this even a tighter knit, if you will. Carolyn Cade says it all the time. We're a team, and we truly are a team.
Right.
And that's what it makes it so much fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, we appreciate your approach to building this community, and we've enjoyed it. My wife has been here about a year now working, and hanging out with this guy. Been coming around Ruston for about the last 2 years or so.
Good.
And man, we've enjoyed it, from the food truck park to some of the other things we've got a chance to experience. You guys are doing a great job, and we've been glad to be a part of this community now.
Yeah. And I also say more flowers too. Like every time I go somewhere, he's there. So, and I know I get around. So, you know what I mean?
Well, I try to and I want to, but I have to admit I've missed some. Seems like the schedule has gotten, the more years you serve, the tighter the schedule gets. So I've had to let my staff take some of those. But yes, we like to be a part of what's going on. I mean, Jim Henderson, the new president of Tech, and I are very much alike like that. So it's been a great partnership, and we got some really cool things that are fixing to happen between Tech and the city and North Louisiana. So some good announcements coming soon, I hope.
Awesome. Well, we'll stay tuned to what you all have coming up. We're looking forward to a great Christmas and holiday season here in downtown Ruston, as we know there are going to be a lot of cool things for family and children to do as well. So thank you, Mayor, for your time as always. And thank you all for tuning in with us for another episode of Louisiana Catalyst Podcast. The link for Mayor Ronny Walker, for my brother Quentin Durr. I'm Duran Talley. Until next time, grace and peace.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.